Hey guys, it's your girl Sean, Baby Ticket 23.
Hey, it's Miss Ladybug.
And Miss Lady R&B.
I guess I'll start. Doesn't matter. Okay, so we're here to do this video. Sorry, I had to adjust myself. About customers and customer service in general, because all three of us, what is it so funny? Are basically in retail or some form of retail, because Shonda works at a salon, so she deals more with like the beauty side, kind of, more or less, but it's still considered customer service anyways, because it's still a store. So I used to work for Body Shop, and the mall that I used to work at, had a lot of interesting people come through the store. Just people that you just don't either want to deal with, or things that happen. Very first time I closed on a Sunday was vacuuming out the dressing room and stepped in a liquid. Guess what it was? Pee.
No. I got one to top. I got one to top that. About 4 years ago, I was working for Sears over by my parents' house. It was my job to go in with the fitting rooms and grab whatever was in there and put it back on the floor. So I go in. There is a bag full of clothes, and I pick it up, and it starts dripping. A person had actually had the gall to grab all this Sears merchandise, throw it in a bag, pee in it, and then shit on it. Now, you'd think it couldn't get any worse than that, but not even 4 hours later on the same day, I had, maybe an Alzheimer's. An older gentleman goes into the men's department.
An Alzheimer's?
You know what I meant. Pulls down, unzips his pants, pulls down his pants, and pops a squat in the back corner by the men's jeans and takes a shit. Right there. In front of the whole world to see.
Yeah, well, some people just don't care.
No, I have, bad issues with that. Okay, so I used to work at Lowe's, and when I worked at Lowe's, I worked if anybody's ever been in Lowe's, you'll know what I'm talking about. I worked customer service, returns, regular, just being a regular cashier, and I ran self-check, okay? I was damn near everywhere, and I worked in the paint department, and I worked home decor. That's a lot of fucking places to be and try to cover and try to help out. I'm at the self-checkout one day because I get a phone call to come up to the front to run self-check. I'm like, okay, there is tracks of shit from returns, past customer service, past all the registers, it was 1 through 13, all the way down to self-checkout, through self-checkout, and into the bathrooms, which is behind self-check. That's how long the trail of shit was going. Go in the bathroom, and there's bloody murder. Somebody's murdered you and there's blood everywhere. Did somebody murder you and you just shit all over the place? It was just everywhere. Everywhere you can think of. The even nastier thing is that one of the times I went to the women's bathroom, and this is disgusting because we're women. I would expect for a men's bathroom to be this nasty, but for the women's bathroom to be this nasty is just disgusting.
Women are always worse than men.
I smell this horrible smell like somebody had crawled up in somebody and died, okay? It was funky. I go to the bathroom, I'm like, damn, I don't hear no toilet flushing. I don't hear no I don't hear nothing. Why is it smelling like this in here? Okay, so me being nosy, I'm pushing the doors open looking okay, who was in here? I get to stall number 4 because I started from the handicap bathroom going up. I get to stall number 4 and I see some shit running from stall number 3 over to stall number 4. Why? I don't know why I did this, but I pushed back stall number 3 door. And how do you crap on top of the toilet and up the wall? I don't understand. Is your booty got a water faucet back there? It was up on the wall, almost to the ceiling, all over that bathroom. And they were like, "Can you clean it up?"
Excuse me? You don't pay me me enough for that shit.
What? Okay, can you give me a pink slip right now? Because I quit. I'm not finna clean that up. I'm sorry. That is just disgusting, and there's no reason for it, because just because we work at a certain store or we work in this business does not mean we're your maid service. Excuse me. Does not mean we have to go and clean up behind you. You got bad kids. Me and this ladybug were in Walmart the other day, and this lady's child pissed all over the floor, tracked it all over the floor. Then he went back and stood in it, and his mother did not say anything. It took me saying something to another cashier for her to get somebody to come clean it up. Your kid's pissed on the floor, and you can't even tell somebody to wipe it up because you don't have anything to wipe it up. And furthermore, you start pushing the basket around the store with him in his wet underwear, and you're not trying to get him home or go buy him a change of clothes. That's disgusting, because just because I work in this business does not mean I'm your fucking maid. Sorry.
Yep. The little boy goes up to his mom and goes, Mommy, I went to the bathroom. She took off his jeans and his shoes. And then that's when he proceeded to go back and put his candy back and step in it with his feet. And yeah, then she just put him in the cart and didn't try and go take him home and just put the clothes in a bag. Yeah.
Your child is just standing there reeking.
Okay, I think we need to move on from the bodily functions in the store. My main reason I wanted to do this video is I was at Walmart the other day, and I understand there are women out there that get WIC checks or they have food stamps, whatever. When you go up, for any of you who have dealt with WIC or get WIC checks, you understand that on the WIC it tells you what is covered. You know for damn sure what's on that check. Don't be going up to the cashier and demanding that she rings up that merchandise because you say that's on the WIC check when it definitely does not. It is not her fault for your ignorance. Bitching at her ain't going to make your day or her day any better. It embarrasses the crap out of everyone around you, and you are lucky that the manager wasn't called on your ass.
Yeah. It's just more or less for, people having respect for anybody in general. Because what I do at my current job, although my boss seems to think otherwise, I'm basically a door greeter, because when you walk in the store, I say, hi, how are you doing today? Is there anything I can help you find? And so I'm basically the customer service person at the front door, the first person you see when you walk in the store. And then I also answer the phones. And so it's like, if you call a place and you're asking a question, but you don't want to listen when somebody keeps telling you, oh, we don't have that product, but you're like, well, but I can give you a product number. I can do this. I can do that. And it's like, ma'am, I understand that, but ma'am or sir, I apologize. We got to cover everybody. We don't carry that product. We can't even look it up. Well, let me speak to a manager. Okay. They're going to tell you the same thing that I did. And personally, and I'm pretty sure that these two people could agree with me right here, I'm sorry, even though we work in customer service, the customer is not always right. Because there is a time and a place to be a customer, but to be respectful to the person that, yes, we are doing you a service. We don't have to be nice to you. It's our job to be nice to you. If we really wanted to be a bitch or, be mad at you, and we could cuss you out the same way that you cuss us out. But because we get paid, we're not supposed to. If you push us to the point, we will.
Let me just say this. This lady, I will never forget. I went above and beyond with my customer service, helping this lady. While she maintained the attitude, the rudest attitude of cussing me out. She was mad with my manager. She told me that she was going to come up there and beat my manager's ass, this, that, and the third. And at the end of the conversation, after I went above and beyond to get her what she needed and try to help her, she told me to kiss her ass. I politely said, ma'am, could you hold on, please? I looked around, made sure there wasn't nobody around, and I got back on the phone, and I told her she could kiss my ass, and fuck what I just did, she's not getting her shit. She can walk her ass up here, she can get a ride, she can catch a cab, she can do horse and buggy, whatever the fuck she want to do, but she wasn't getting her shit, because I went above and beyond in helping her. I was on the phone with this lady for 2 hours, and just because if I'm in customer service, when the phone rings, I let that bitch ring unless I have an opportunity to help. Because the person that's in the store matters most because their money is coming right now. Not the person on the telephone because they got to come up and pick up their stuff. So people get mad when they're on the phone. Well, I called. I understand that you called, but honey, you're going to have to be on hold because the person that's standing in front of me deserves my attention. Their money is right now. Your money is not guaranteed maybe an hour later, 15 minutes later, tomorrow, next week. I don't know when the hell you coming in. So I'm going to need you to not be tripping on me like that.
And I guess to end this video, it's also the fact that we are one person. I cannot be clear across the store, picking up 3 phone calls and running up to the check lanes, guest services, answering my boss on the walkie-talkie demanding where the fuck I am.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm not Superwoman.
Customers, get your shit together. It will be a part 2.
Bye.